Hello. We're going to finish up these notes before you move to the scavenger hunt, or the clues, the whodunit, the activity. All right, so we've already filled in this top part with the 90 and 180. We're focusing here on vertical angles. So angles that are directly across from each other, they are what we call congruent. Now, that congruent word means something. That means that they have the same measure, that they are equal. So we have measures across, and they could be on any side. They don't have to be up and down from each other. They just have to be on opposite sides. They could be right and left, opposite sides. They have the same measure. They're equal. We call equal measures in geometry congruent is the word we use for that. So here we go, flip it into the inside here. We're going to look at example 3, the one we skipped last time. So our knowledge of vertical angles means our opposite sides, the ones across from each other, are equal. So I'm going to do the first one here in blue so you can kind of see it. Let's start with, it says example 3, example 3. So we're going to start with this 110. Do you see this 110 degrees? Then we got to think which angle is across from the 110 degrees. Well, across, that means it only connects here at this vertex, which means it's over here. So those are across from each other. Those two angles are exactly the same. So what we can say is that 110, right, it's obtuse, is equal to its vertical angle. So that is equal to 4y plus 2. We can solve it from there with our train tracks. Remember the train tracks? With our train tracks, we go choo-choo, choo-choo. Are we going to get rid of the 4 or the 2 first to get y by itself? The plus 2, because it doesn't have a variable, so to get rid of that plus 2, we use the inverse operation of addition, which is subtraction, and we subtract 2. Whatever we do to one side, we do to the other, which means we are left with 108 equals 4y. From there, since that 4 is being multiplied by y, we have to do the opposite of multiplication, division. So we're going to divide both sides by the number with our variable. The 4 is with our variable, so we divide by 4. Whatever we do to one side, we do to the other. That way, the 4's are gone. We are left with y equals, and then we might want a calculator for this. You can pull out your little blue. So here's my calculator for this. If I type in 108 divided by 4, I get 27, the answer for y. Now, some of you are like, but 27 and 110 are not the same. I don't know. It's this whole thing right here. So I'm going to show you something. You don't have to write this down, but I want you to see something. I want you to see it. Here, I'll write it in light blue for now. So this you don't have to write down. Just watch. If we take that 4 and we substitute in our 27 for y that we just found, we're going to get 110 degrees. So we have 4 times 27. Okay, so 4 times 27 equals 108. Cool. So then we have our 108 plus 2 is equal to 110 degrees. So there we go. Opposites are congruent. They're the same measure. They're both 110 degrees. Cool. So let's find our other missing angle. Our other variable, x. So I'm going to do this one in green here. So we also have this 70 out here. See how there's this 70? 70 is congruent to which vertical angle? Which angle is vertical to it? Oh, not this one, not this one. Oh yeah, this one over here. So you're going to give this one 2 little curlies, 2. So we know that 70 is equal to 2x minus 8. So we can set that up. Since it goes left to right, I'm going to write it left to right. So I'm going to write 2x minus 8. So that's this angle over here, right? Its vertical angle is 70, so it equals 70. From here, we can add, I almost forgot the train tracks. My bad, choo-choo. All right, we either get rid of the 2 or the minus 8. We get rid of the minus 8 because it's easier to get rid of the number without the variable. And to do that, we use our inverse operation of subtraction, which is addition. So we're going to add 8 Whatever we do to one side, we do to the other. So that way the 8s are gone. We are left with 2x equals 70 plus 8 is 78. From there, since that 2 is being multiplied by x, we can divide both sides by 2, which leaves us with x equals. Oh, my face. No, it doesn't equal my face. We do 78 divided by 2 is equal to 39. All right, cool. Now again, with the 39, if we substitute that in here, we're going to get 70 degrees because they are on vertical sides of each other. They're on opposite sides. They are across the vertex from each other. So I'll show you that in light purple here. So if we have 2x minus 8, that's the same as 2. Instead of x, we're going to put in 39 because we just found that x is 39 minus 8. Okay, let's check here. If we do 2 times 39, we get 78. So we have 78 minus 8. You're seeing where this is going, right? 78 minus 8 is 70 degrees. Now, if you look and you take 70 plus 110 plus 70 plus 110, that's the full 360 for the circle. So you can always check your work. As you notice, your adjacent angles, the one on the same side, right, like the 70 and 110 on this straight line, 70 and 110 make 180 degrees. So do these ones over here. So do these two. So do these two. Right? So there's some fun facts about these. But for now, all we need to know is that vertical angles are equivalent. So let's focus in on just what we need to know. For example 5. Oh, look, those are vertical angles, right? We see that this angle and this angle are on opposite sides of the vertex, which means they are equal. So we have 7x minus 16 is equal to 40. Since they are congruent, we can set them equal to each other. And then we can use train tracks to solve. This is all we need to know for this. All right, here we go. So to get rid of that minus 16, we can add 16. Whatever we do to one side, we do to the other. So we are left with 7x equals, well, that'd be 56. Oops, some of you can mental math that to the answer if you know your math facts. If not, we divide both sides by 7, which leaves us with x equals 8. All right, so you should be ready for that scavenger hunt. Good to go.